Hello YouTube, Delta0125 here again. Got the metal channel on, it's playing something weird. So on the topic of home defense rounds, we have set up here 22 long rifle. This is just your standard lead, bulk pack kind of round. Not recommended. It will kill someone, however, at close range, but it's very slim chance, especially if you're shooting for the chest. 22 Magnum, a little bit more powerful, but about the same. Sorry, drop that one. And set it up. There we go. 25 auto. This is actually what I carry as a backup, believe it or not. Even though it's like my last choice as a backup. But my 25 auto functions pretty much almost flawlessly now. But that's what I carry in my pocket whenever, I go somewhere or whatever. That's not my main concealed carry firearm though. So don't think that that's all that I carry. Anyways, the next round that I have, I do have 9mm, but I've only got tracers to show, so I'm not going to do that. 9mm, okay home defense round, okay carry round. And what we have here is 38 special. Get your lead round those rounds. Problem with these is, the fouling and all that in your gun, but you're supposed to clean your gun anyways. Lead round, Full Metal Jacket lead round, I could kind of recommend, but at the same time, sometimes they don't expand and will act just like this Full Metal Jacket here, which is actually a ball round, which will typically over-penetrate the aggressor in the situation, whether you're on the street or in your home. And then you've got your Remington Golden Sabers here, which actually mushroom out pretty nicely. And this is actually plus P load. Zombie Master Ed 25 actually says that he likes these. They're about the same recoil as a 357 Magnum, however not as severe as this round, which I have here, which is made for bear up here in Alaska. Flat-nosed, hard-cast lead round, 357 Magnum. These I do not recommend for home defense. I mean, if you live out in the boonies or something where, you don't fear, that you'll accidentally over-penetrate a wall and hit a family member or something, But, you don't mind a hole in your wall or something, and there's, hills around your house, whatever, and you're the only one that lives in your house, aren't expecting no one or anything like that, I'd say go ahead and use these for home defense if you want to over-penetrate by a lot. Excuse me, I still have a cold. I'm starting to get over it. Anyways, these rounds will, enter the, I'm just going to say, like, inner body cavity, and if they hit bone or something like that, they will actually flatten out, but not as much as if you were to hit, like, say, a cinder block with them. And these will actually, sometimes they'll come apart if they are homemade into a, like, almost a hollow point. But I wouldn't recommend that, because what these are for is for bear, for penetrating this thick skull and the extra bone and everything. I would not recommend these for bear, however, if they charge you, because you wouldn't probably react fast enough to be able to hit it with one. These are made for if a bear is standing up in front of you. So other than that, I'd recommend the 44 Magnum version of this if you want to stop a bear that's trying to charge you, or like a 500 Magnum. Next we have your very popular, see if my camera will focus there, 45 Auto. I didn't get the plus P version again, couldn't find it. I would prefer the plus P plus version if possible. But 45 Auto Golden Saber, this is actually what I carry in my USP whenever I go to carry daily. And then we have some of your more less popular-ish home defense rounds. I would not recommend an AK because it over-penetrates by a lot. 30 carbine, it's alright, but a ball round you might not want for home defense, because like I said, over-penetration, and on top of that 30 carbine, yeah, at the muzzle energy it's got way more than the 44 Magnum, but at the same time, like I said, over-penetration with a ball round. Next, we got your black wolf rounds, you know, in case they start stalking you or whatever at your home, you know, coming on your property, driving by in a Ford F-150, you know, pointing a Draco with a green laser at your chest. Sorry, that was a long cough. Anyways, so these are actually for bear up here, 50 AE Spear Gold Dot. And we got your next black wolf round, in case some you know, wolves get pesky and start howling at you as they're driving by in their F-150. This is a 15 pellet double-aught buck, 3-inch Magnum, 12 gauge load. So anyways, the 50 AE I would not recommend for home defense unless you live somewhere that you know, like you're out in the boonies, like with the 357, and have a very good backstop, and you live alone or whatever. Then, if you don't mind a hole in your wall, you could probably use this, but the police will probably question you afterwards of why you used a overpowered round on the perpetrator or aggressor. And 3-inch Magnum double-aught buckshot, typical home defense round, but you usually use 2 3/4 inch. 3-inch though, you can use for bear up here in Alaska. Stops them pretty well, especially in double-aught buck with 15 pellets. Stops them almost instantaneously. The rounds I'd recommend for bear are probably, I wouldn't really recommend the 38 Special Plus P round, or any 38 Special. If you don't have anything else, I'd say go ahead, you know, and use 38 Special, because, I mean, anything's better than nothing, right? However, I would not recommend a 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum, or 25 auto round, unless you want to get sodomized in your eye socket by the bear. Anyways, 357 Magnum round, like I said, I couldn't really recommend it if you want something in case the bear charges you. But, you know, if you got time, like if the bear stands up, whatever, and this is all you got, go ahead and use it. It's a great round, punch right through the bear's skull at close range. I'd say out to about 75 to 100 yards max. But don't quote me on that. So, hard cast, 180 grain cast core Federal Premium 357 Magnum round. 45 auto, would not recommend it for bear unless you have nothing else. Then you could probably plug it with about 5 rounds maybe. Hopefully you're shooting for the head. And hopefully the bear's not charging you on top of that. But I'd probably empty the whole magazine at the bear if it was charging me, if I had only these, and I'd probably reload on top of that and keep emptying all of my rounds into it. Some people would call that overkill, but not when you're staring into the face of a 1,600-pound carnivore, to be honest, or even a 1,200-pound or 800-pound one. However, 30 carbine I also wouldn't recommend for bear. You know, the other two I said I would over there, so I don't need to cover those. However, for black bear, these 3 rounds, still not recommended. 38 rounds you might be able to get away with on a black bear. 357 definitely will kill a black bear. 45 auto, might kill a black bear. Not entirely sure on that, but you know, if it'll kill a brown bear or grizzly bear, it should kill a black bear a lot better. 30 carbine will kill, let's say, like alligators, you know, crocodiles, of course. Wild hogs, you might have to plug them a few times with those, or shoot them a few more times. Bear, like black bear, probably not. Depends on if you're using a hollow point. 50 AE, go ahead and use it on black bear. It'll kill it probably instantaneously, especially the headshot. 12 gauge double-aught buck, obviously gonna kill it. And wouldn't recommend these for alligator if you want to save the skull. Neither would I recommend these. But everything else, I guess. However, alligator, all you really need is a 22 long rifle or 22 Magnum, and then you can just shoot it in the head. 25 auto, probably do the same. Anyways, just thought I'd throw all these little rounds out there, little nifty rounds. Anyways, next video is probably going to be the shotgun review and then the revolver review. Excuse me. Still getting over this cold. So, it's been Delta 0125, signing out.